What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing. I just finished up watching Murodjon Akhmadaliev versus Ronny Rios, and this was a 12-rounder for the unified WBA and IBF super-bantamweight world championship. And this fight was Saturday, June 25th, from the Techport Arena in San Antonio, Texas. And this fight was broadcasted on DAZN. And in this fight, Murodjon Akhmadaliev was able to get a scintillating 12th round stoppage victory over Ronny Rios. So leading up to the stoppage, I had this bout scored 10 rounds to 1 in favor of Murodjon Akhmadaliev. So in my opinion, Akhmadaliev looked excellent in this fight, and the way he finished was even better. So just to break this fight down, Murodjon Akhmadaliev was boxing throughout like I predicted. Like earlier on, he was boxing, but he was also boxing a bit later on in the fight. He utilized multiple styles throughout. He was coming forward a bit as well, boxing, very versatile, and he looked really, really good. But for Ronny Rios, he tried coming forward, but was just too slow, and it was just simply outmatched when it came to the speed, and he was just getting countered numerous times. So, just to break down some key moments in this fight, in round number 4, like the first 6 rounds were all in favor of Akhmadaliev, in my opinion. He really dominated in those rounds, was outboxing Rios, landing the better shots, just really outworking him, and he was literally doubling his punches by then, or punches landed. So then in round 4, Akhmadaliev landed a big left to the body that sort of hurt Rios and made him block downstairs, and then Akhmadaliev went and fired off multiple combinations flush to the head of Rios, and Rios was really, really hurt in round number 4. Backing up, he was really just unstable in that round. But then in round 7, this was the only round I did give to Ronny Rios. It seemed like earlier on in that round, Akhmadaliev hurt his hand, and it was able to give some leeway for Rios to come forward and land some big shots, because in round 7 and 8, Akhmadaliev was primarily a right-hand fighter, and round 8 was actually a big round, surprisingly, for Akhmadaliev, considering in that 7th round it seemed like he lost it, but in the 8th round he was boxing beautifully. He was landing huge right hands to the temple of Rios, just buckling him, making him unstable. He was shaking him up with some big right hooks to the head, and really just outboxing him and dominating him in that round. But then in round number 9, that was a round that I gave to Akhmadaliev again with his boxing. But round 10 was a round that you could have gave to Ronny Rios. He was aggressive. He was landing some nice shots, but I did give it to Akhmadaliev because I thought he just outworked Rios a bit, but I wouldn't have been surprised if you could have gave round 10 to Rios. So round 11 was a clear Akhmadaliev round, in my opinion. Landed some nice shots, and I mean, really, it looked like he was on a path to winning this fight. But then in round 12, well, in the corner, actually, going into the round 12, Akhmadaliev's corner was yelling at him. I couldn't obviously tell because they were yelling in either Uzbek or Russian, whatever. And, yeah, I mean, they were yelling at him. It seemed like they were telling him to knock him out and finish him because of how vigorous they were just saying their words. So, yeah, but in Rios' corner, they were also telling him he had to stop him. But, I mean, Akhmadaliev, even though he knew he was up big, he went out there and completely destroyed Rios. Landed big shots. He came out swinging, landing big shots at the head to the body. Then he landed, in, like, the middle of the round, he landed a big uppercut to the body of Rios that got him super shaken up, made him buckle. And then Akhmadaliev went with some big combinations to the head, then some more to the body that sent Rios down to the canvas. Rios then was face down on the canvas, pondering if he should have continued based on how much pain he was in, but he did. He got back up, but then it was really all Akhmadaliev from there on. Akhmadaliev went up there, went up for the kill, landed some big shots to the head, to the body as well again, some more headshots, followed by the referee waving the fight off. So, yeah, this was an excellent, nice statement finish from Murodjon Akhmadaliev. So with that being said, what is next for him in his next fight? Now 11-0 with 8 KOs. Very, very good win this was, especially that he was able to get this stoppage. So I think in his next fight, I would really love to see him take on Stephen Fulton for the undisputed titles, but obviously that's probably going to be halted based on the promotions each of these guys really fight on primarily. I don't know if Akhmadaliev is signed to DAZN. I'm pretty sure he is. But if he's not, I mean, it could definitely happen on Showtime. But in Akhmadaliev's next fight, he'll most likely take on like Azat Hovhannissian, someone like that, that could give him a very solid test. But as for Ronny Rios here, losing for the fourth time, third by knockout. So in his next fight, he could retire, but I mean that's a little bit of a stretch. But this definitely most likely could have been his last, or his first and last shot at a world title. That's what even the commentators were saying that, and I agree, because at this point in his career, he could have a few decent wins over top 15 contenders in his next couple fights, but I don't see him getting another big world title shot. So overall, Murodjon Akhmadaliev stops Ronny Rios in the 12th and final round to successfully defend his unified WBA and IBF super bantamweight world titles. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.